TV. Lauren, make sure we're on Facebook Live. Mark it.
Hype these guys up then.
Okay.
So professional.
Okay, you guys know Kevin Smith, iconic New Jersey filmmaker, but why are you on this show? Why did Lauren bring you on? Your name, your profession.
We are from
your
New
compelling
Jersey.
reasons to be
New
here.
Jersey HorrorCon Film Festival, March 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, Woodbridge, New Jersey, at the Woodbridge Renaissance. I'm Rob Bruce. This is Doug Rogowski. Welcome
We're best
to
friends.
our world. Best friends. Known each other since he was this big.
That's right.
And
He was a baby.
I got to say, both of you were doing great stand-up. I hope you're not like creatively out of it because you were so funny in the green room before we even came on.
That was the green room.
Green Rooms definitely was a party, but let's get this interview started.
Lauren takes care of business. He keeps me focused.
That's right. I bring in the ratings.
Yes.
So, boys, you are the new convention in town. You guys have been doing it about a year and a half.
That's right.
Yep.
Coming up to our first annual, our third show. We've already had our first show. We had John Waters, Tracy Lords. We had Matthew Lillard. Our second show, we had Crispin Glover. We had Sean Astin. We had Carrie Green, to name a few. So
Marky Ramone,
yeah, right?
Huge.
Who's coming back to this show, Marky Ramone.
Yes.
But the big guest, one of our big guests, I shouldn't say the big guest, is going to be Mr. Peter Criss, who is a local Jersey guy.
Great guy.
From a little band called Kiss.
Peter Criss was from New Jersey? I thought he was from New York or Long Island.
Nope, he lives down on the shore. I won't say where because his fans will find him. And I'll be in trouble.
someplace by the water.
Awesome.
Great guy.
We're on live, so let's just go. All right, so, guys, what was what made you guys say, hey, with the convention anyway? Because there's actually so many of them.
Right.
And
I come out of a convention background. I've been to more than 1,200 conventions across the country, starting in the late 70s when I was a teenager. I had created a couple of shows, most notably Asbury Park Comic Con, and we saw a need. Ryan Scott Weber, who should be sitting right here, he's not here right now. He's
on timeout. He's on timeout at work. Closing a library.
But Ryan and I were discussing this, and there was not a horror convention with a film festival attached to it to promote independent horror films in the state of New Jersey. Now, if anybody knows about the tri-state area, is that this is the hotbed. There's more creativity, low budget, medium budget, high budget movies coming out of this area, independent films, and there's no place to show them. There's a lot of film festivals, but there was no targeted independent horror movie film festival. So we created one, and the way to do it was to put I like to call it a column under it, which is the convention aspect. So you go to our show, you get to see the movies, you get to meet the stars, you get to see the vendors.
Yeah.
And we screened, everybody knows I'm a filmmaker, The Dark Military.
Yep.
Was screened at this. Nominated for Best Director and Best Film.
Yep.
So,
Great movie too.
Yes, thank you. Thank
Great
you very
movie.
much.
And Ryan actually, the reason why he wanted to start this independent film festival is we actually did a movie. I'm a producer for his movie, Pretty Fine Things, which has a distribution deal through Wild Eye. It's coming out February 13th. Real quick, if you're on Amazon Prime, you could download it for free, February 13th only. Otherwise, you gotta go to the site and buy it.
Or Walmart's.
Or Walmart.
Those big bins, it'll be sitting in one of theirs.
Yep, we're going to have it at the show also. But we had to go to the Chatham Theater, and it was very hard to find a place that actually would let us film an independent film, and it costs money. A lot of people don't have that for budget reasons. For here, pay your entry fee. If they select it, come on down and get the recognition you need. And honestly, the awards we give out are by Chris Waters. He's up from Boston. Cobweb Studios. Each one is individual.
Google Chris Waters.
Cobweb Studios.
HorrorCon. You'll see the awards. They're amazing. They represent our logo.
One of a kind. We
amazing.
do, what do we do? Lifetime Achievements.
Right. Avenger, Geek, this one, that one. There's going to be one for one of our guests this season. This next one is Peter Criss, drummer from Kiss.
Yeah.
Horror mixed in with horror.
So we don't know what they're going to look like, but each one's individual.
The trophies
it's a work of art.
are exactly what they said. They're absolutely amazing. When I saw them, I saw nothing ever like it. It was ridiculous. Those trophies.
And it's to really thank the filmmakers for doing such a good job and putting a lot of hard work in. recognizing them, make them a star for the day. I mean,
Right.
it's great.
No, it's true
And,
because everyone,
great.
it's hard. A lot of people can't do that the double threat. Actually, be able to support themselves doing films. It's a
Right.
hard business.
Very
Yeah.
difficult.
And even when you do make it, you might not be up there
Right.
for that long. I was out in LA. I think.
So there was a little movie called Super 8, which
yeah, I saw Super. Yeah, it's very good.
and now the sequel to that, we're going to show that it's called High Def, and the guys are coming who created the movie, the directors, some of the character actors. So you can come and you can meet them as well. There's a Q&A. So it's a little bit different than your regular convention. You come in the morning, you get to shop, you get to meet Peter Criss, and we have Ernie Hudson coming, and Tiffany Shepis, and Daniel Harris, and all these actors and actresses from Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
The
Arnie
original,
Hudson.
the
Arnie
original
Hudson,
Texas,
yeah.
or
The
Number
remake,
two.
the
Yeah,
zombie
yeah.
remake.
Number two.
When you get these guys, though, just a protocol question: you don't give them the money up front, or do they make their money signing
Well,
autographs?
it's all different. A lot of them have guarantees, which means that say they come in at $2,000 and they sell 100 autographs at $20 a piece, and that covers their guarantee. So a lot of people ask you like, why is it so much? Why does it cost $50 to get Ernie Hudson's autograph? And the reality is that that's how we're getting paid. So you're not paying us, you're paying him. And sometimes you hear like people complain, and it gets kind of crazy. I mean, I know one convention that they had the JLA cast, and it was like $1,200 to get the 6 autographs, but one actress or actor in that was like $250,000 just to show up.
Wow.
So it adds up, and
Yeah, or like Philly with the Wizard World,
Right,
Philly,
Wizard World,
like
exactly.
Captain America.
Right.
Chris Evans is getting $250. I mean, that's so, but people are paying it.
Yeah, it's Chris Evans. Yeah, it's
I remember
Chris
when
Evans.
Patrick Stewart was $125 and everybody
a
was
lot,
complaining,
right.
but I'm like, it's Sir Patrick Stewart,
Right.
and who knows when you're going to see him next?
Exactly.
I mean, for him to do that, so you have to want to do it. And most of the guys we've had, even Michael Berryman for the first show,
oh, he was great.
Great guy.
Sharon Lentz from Dark Shadows, she's a
Sharon
pretty
Lentz.
fairly local
Sharon
girl.
Lynch was on this
And she
show.
was on this
She was on her
yeah.
first show,
Hi, Sharon.
and she was great.
Ted Raimi. Ted Raimi was amazing.
Right.
And we're having Alex Vincent back.
Another
I
dark
believe, right?
military guy.
Yeah, Derek Mears is coming. He played the Predator.
And he played Jason.
Jason,
the last,
right?
Friday the 13th. Yep. Great guy.
So he's going to be great. Andrew Divoff, too.
Yeah,
The Wishmaster.
Wishmaster.
Oh, okay.
He's actually in Ryan's movie.
Toy soldiers.
He has a little.
Toy Soldier.
He has a cameo in there from Pretty Fine Things. So he's going to be there.
And one of
And a
my,
great
one of
guy,
my
too.
favorite actresses, PJ Souls, who was in, did a bunch of horror films, but Halloween, but she was also in Carrie, and was in
Right.
Rock and Roll High School.
Yes.
Really?
and-
With the remote. Oh,
And
okay.
Marky Ramone, who was at our last show, has asked to come back. So we're giving him a spot. He's coming back just because he had such a great time. And one thing we do is it's an event. It's not like you walk through and you're a bunch of zombies, and it's interactive. There's a lot going on. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can see from just looking back here, though. And so a lot
there
of
you go.
like-minded people to celebrate the genre, to celebrate each other, network, make
Right,
friends.
pop culture too.
Pop
I
culture
mean,
and
certainly
everything.
if you're networking, you're doing independent horror, tri-state area, California, Colorado, you want to come out, this is the place to go to. You're going to meet a lot of people, a lot of like-minded people. Even our staff people, Tony Goggles, who did Sodomaniac, which is a great a low-budget underground horror movie. Check it out, Sodomaniac.
He does our sound, and so does Scott Miller, who's the self-proclaimed pork roll king, I think it is, of Trenton. He's going to like that.
Isn't that Taylor Ham?
No, it's pork roll. He'll kill you for that. But two great sound guys. I mean, just amazing for what they do. We had our after party with the Stereo Titans, Philly
Stereo
band,
Titans, yeah.
fantastic, and also Charm School, one of our friends, Ingrid. Just great bands we had the first time, and they were just kind of like, "Hey, we need you to come out," and they're like, "Yeah, great,
Really
great
brief.
after party."
Really brief because we just jumped right in.
Sure.
Let everybody know the full name of the convention, the website, and
important.
the dates, and where it's being held.
New Jersey Horror Con and Film Festival. It's njhorrorcon.com.
2018 show.
March 2nd,
Second,
3rd,
third,
and 4th. We're at the Woodbridge Renaissance,
Yes,
which is on Route 1, directly across the street from the Woodbridge Mall.
In Island, New Jersey.
Island.
Very
I think
convenient to
it's
get to. And
Yes.
Very.
Friday.
As a matter of fact,
So Thursday, Friday,
yeah,
Saturday?
you can
Friday,
take
Saturday, and
You
Sunday.
can take a train to Metro Park, and the Metro Park is about 4 or 5 miles under $5 for cab rides.
And I think we have a shuttle that runs back and forth too.
And the last one I was watching during my research, you had Sean Astin on, and the woman from the Goonies was on.
Terry Green.
She had a lot of
Terry
fans.
Green.
People remember the Goonies.
Well, she had never done a convention in
Here.
America.
Yeah.
Never.
Our partner, Ryan Scott Weber, actually found her through the white pages, called her up and made the arrangements to bring her down. We sent a car. She came down. She was only there for one day, and we're talking about guarantees. She made her guarantee in 4 hours.
Yeah, I was Pete. No, I guess Goonies have, for the lack of a better word, seminal influence on people. They remember
It's
the
a
Goonies.
cult
as
movie,
kids.
you know.
It's all everyone's childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's up there with
It was a
Raiders
fun
of the Lost
movie.
Ark. For
It
sure.
really
Yeah,
was.
it was on HBO a lot growing up when I was a kid and everything too.
You know, it's not Star Wars because Star Wars is the granddaddy of them all, but you know, it's probably a little bit under there, I would think.
But you know, it was in a lot of people's homes. They watched it a lot, and you could. That's one of those movies you can keep on watching when you're a
And
kid.
you can watch it with your family without having to worry about
that's true, too.
parental
Yeah.
guidance.
Right,
you know,
right.
it's great.
It reminds you of a period in time and place. So I'm not surprised she did that. And John Austin seemed very nice too.
And she was in Summer Rental too, which is a great movie too,
I
with
saw
John
Summer
Candy.
Rental.
She's in
John
Lucas.
Yeah.
I mean,
Lucas,
the biggest,
there you go.
You know,
Yep.
3 for the Road. I mean, she was in a lot of things.
Great.
I like you guys. You interview yourself, though. It's actually great. No, I mean that as a compliment. I'm actually a little
I take
tired.
a bathroom break.
Well, they
Okay.
got, well, actually, you know what? If you show up, we'll actually let you in. How's that? You know, that's not a problem.
Well, I plan to show
Just
up.
wear the suit so we know who you are.
If I can get Patrick McDonald, my bitch. I mean Patrick, to come with me. I want to apply for some media.
No, you're in.
I'm
Don't
in.
worry about it. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
in.
Yeah, come on.
We'll get you in.
Buy some tickets online before they all sell out.
Just do us a favor. Do not harass our security guy. He's like Chris Sarney. He's like special ops guy. So he'll take you down fast.
Yeah. So you're.
We tell people to come have a good time, but if you think you're going to fool around and cause fights, you know, it's not going to happen.
Right, no silliness and everything.
Well, we have a lot of fun. Our
No,
staff
but I
is.
mean nothing negative. Crazy
No,
positive.
I
call it.
mean
Right,
our volunteers,
crazy
our volunteers,
No
our
nonsense.
staff. We have nonsense during the weekend, but you know
Good
what?
nonsense.
Yeah, after
Everybody's
9 o'clock on
welcome,
Saturday.
and everybody feels welcome, and we want them to because they're spending money. We want you not just to come to the show, have an experience,
It's all
get to
inclusive.
know us.
And it's not just a horror con. We also, you know, it's a pop culture event. There's also that comic con element to it. There's some comic book dealers. There's some toy dealers. There's some DIY, you know, horror stuff.
memorabilia, everything.
Yeah, I mean, so if you're looking for something and you can't find it in this day and age where you can find anything by looking under a rock called Fleabag, but you know, you know, you can find it at NG Horror Con Film Festival, March 2nd, 3rd, and 4th at the
Woodbridge.
Woodbridge
Woodbridge Renaissance in Island. Actually, it's the Renaissance Hotel in Island, New Jersey.
And we
Look
have
us up on Facebook.
We have a swim party
And
on
website.
Friday night.
Thursday night.
Thursday night? So
Well,
when we go swimming?
You missed it.
Would Tracy Lords come to that? No, I'm just
Yeah, please.
We tried, but she kind of looked at us and just walked away. But at least we asked.
was snickering.
We
I
asked,
couldn't figure
we
out
asked
why.
nicely.
Where
so.
did you have Tracy Lords on in your Asbury Park?
No, we
at
had
our
her at
first
our
festival.
First one.
Yeah.
First one with she.
Can you tell for those who don't know who Tracy Lords is, who she is, and why she's famous?
We had John Waters, and she's
John
in,
Waters,
She's in
yeah,
Crybaby. She's very
Amazing movie.
well
Yes.
known to being, which is Johnny Depp film. What's her face? Hatchet Face is in
Just
it.
passed away like within the last year.
man,
That's a face died.
amazing.
Oh,
Yep.
and that's a young Johnny Depp, pretty young.
Yeah,
Yeah.
younger,
Yeah.
younger. I mean,
I think
Johnny
John-
Depp. You know, the last 20 years, you really can't tell how old he is.
No,
you know,
he
until
hasn't
like
aged.
His face hasn't moved.
so
Well, maybe his face.
Well, he
hasn't
started
moved.
off. His first film was Nightmare
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street. That was his debut. So
Oh,
he was,
that's
I
right.
think he was
He was also in
16. I think back
Platoon.
then.
He was in Platoon.
Yeah.
He played
Yes.
a translator.
and it was in
Yes.
21 Jump Street. Which
Yeah,
is
that's
really-
why I
was
first
his
saw him.
breakout.
To talk about Johnny Depp, he did a great movie called The Ninth Gate, which,
Yes.
which
I saw
was
that. Frank
directed by,
Langella. Frank Langella.
yeah, but was directed by Roman Polanski.
Yes.
But one
Roman
of the,
Polanski. Oh,
one of the best
okay.
movies, if you're a collector of things, it's about a book collector that meets the devil.
Yes.
The devil is a blonde-haired, green-eyed, like, woman.
Temptress.
Polanski's wife in real life.
Possibly.
Yeah.
She didn't look like she was 30.
No,
Too soon?
maybe.
But as definitely fans of this show, they are definitely fans of Kevin Smith.
Yeah, and I do work with Kevin Smith.
Yes,
I don't know.
good job.
I'm
Just
in
give
my,
it- how did that
I'm
even
in my
happen?
winter garb. Well, it's funny, not to get off too much of a digress. I live in Red Bank. I'm from Red Bank, 7th generation, born, raised. Secret Stash is in Red Bank. I'm a fairly well-known toy collector, pop culturism, Instagram, Twitter, 150, 200,000 toys in my collection. And when they were auditioning the guys, they called me up and said, well, come down. and I basically won the role of the on-air expert. But since that was in 2011 and we've progressed, I am now one of the producers of the show. I have a producing credit. We're in season 7, halfway through. And if you watch this, the end of the season, I'm in one of the episodes.
Where can we see these shows?
It's on a little channel called AMC. And we're on after our lead-in is a show called The Walking Dead.
I never heard of this show.
So Sunday nights at midnight, we restart February 28th, I believe, is our re-air time. We'll do 8 episodes until March, and then we get renewed, and we shoot in the summertime. If anyone's ever interested in coming on the show, we'll do casting calls during the summer.
They have to have what, toys?
Toys, yeah. You got to go through the ringers. I mean, it's not set up. Everybody needs to be vetted. All the items need, since we've shot 500, 600 transactions, we need to do things that we've never done before. Right. But, a lot of this and a lot of those people will be at New Jersey HorrorCon, which is March 2nd, 3rd, and 4th at the Woodbridge Renaissance.
I love this. You're like Don Smith. You got to keep saying it every 5 minutes.
I got the hair. That's why I'm wearing the hat.
You said it's February 28th is the return of the show.
That's the return of the show.
Is that right when The Walking Dead
Walking
returns?
Dead, same
so
night.
it's like, boom,
same
double
night.
whammy.
Double whammy.
So do you have any groupies who are into toys
Yes.
and you and everything? Toys. Maybe
They're
that
called
toy.
stalkers. They're all
But you love
24 to 27-year-old blonde-haired girls. They follow me around. I don't know why.
Doug, you're quiet now.
It's there's something that has to do with probably Pez in there.
Pez.
But,
we go to the Pez factory.
AKA
Is there a
Kelly.
Pez factory? They
Yes.
still make
You didn't
Pez?
know? Yeah. Pez is huge.
I forgot about Pez.
Not only is there a Pez factory, but they turned the factory into a museum. It's open to the public. It's up in Orange, Connecticut. You can go in and you can walk around, and they have on display every Pez they ever made.
Oh my God!
And then they've got like an open window where you can actually watch them make Pez.
Yeah.
I'd like to go.
They give away free Pez.
That should be in weird Connecticut.
Which is why he has the stalkers, because he gives them Pez. That's where that whole joke comes from. It's from the Bundys. I actually stole that, but
Okay.
you
Hey, I
got to
steal
keep up.
everything.
You got to keep up.
No, but I gotta say one
We
thing. You never been on? It's a long-winded explanation. Ever been on like a public transportation? You don't feel like talking, and you go down.
You go in the quiet car.
Or you go, but if people keep talking, you go down to half words. You guys are different. I would love to be on a jumbo jet with you going 10 hours on it. It would be great.